Oh, that's weird. Why can't I flip it? This is so annoying. I was hoping I could flip it. Oh, I can't flip it. Why can't I flip it? That's weird. Who locked it? Who locked it? No, I didn't lock it. I'm so upset. Hi. I am so unserious. I'm like, hi. Why am I shouting? Hi. Hi, guys. It's been a minute. Mm, damn tripod, man. Hold on. Okay. Hi, guys. What's up? I tried to do. My finger says it's locked. So when I try to do this, I don't know how to. Anyways, it says orientation something. Guys, can you see my skin? I'm suffering from acne for the first time ever in my entire life. I have never had acne before. Now I do. So it's very unpleasant. I can tell you that. And yeah, but we're dealing with it. So hi guys, what's good? I don't know what this looks like. It just feels weird. And I tried to flip it and I can't flip it. I'm trying not to. Oops. I think I'm just gonna keep tilting it up. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. Hi guys, I haven't done this in a minute. And I said I was gonna come on here and do this. I started using SPF. I'm using Nina something something something. There are a bunch of things that the dermatologists do say I should use. So yeah, I'm using it. It seems to be drying up better. This side of my face, oh my god, you don't want to be about it. And then wearing the mask as well doesn't help. They call it mask me. But yeah, we're making it do what it do. So that's where we're at. How are you guys? I have missed everybody on YouTube. But I've tried to be consistent. I mean, I have no video for this week. But I have tried. I have tried to. Oh, I cannot do facial. That facial does not do anything. So, yet, trust me. For me to be able to sleep well and not have anxiety, I need to be able to, yeah. Like, I'm going to steam as soon as I'm done. I'm just going to. I haven't done a proper steam in a minute, so I'm just gonna do like a good steam. But how are you guys though? I don't want this to be about me. Guys, I want to do a rumor has it edition. And so that's what I decided to call it. I need to write it down before I forget. So it's gonna be rumor has it, right? So you tell me a rumor that you've either heard about yourself or you tell me a rumor that you have heard about me. But the problem is I have a feeling a lot of people are just gonna make up rumors. That's what I really feel in my inside. I feel like people are just gonna come up with bullshit. So I'm not sure I want to do that, but I do. Someone said I should do an updated assumption about me, but I'm like, oh, gosh, no. I know I don't want to do a Q&A because every time I do, people keep asking me the same questions, and I'm just like, oh my god, can we not? So that's how I feel. So yeah, I think I want to call it rumor has it questionnaire. You see my tube, I see what you're doing, but you're not focusing, and that's why I'm gonna ignore you. I need you here with me. I need you here. You're here right now. I need you here. Don't talk about any series. I'm talking about something to shoot for YouTube. So let's focus. Okay? Cheeks looking rosy. By the way, for those that don't know, I'm doing a 2 weeks challenge with Lose It Nigeria on Instagram, and I'm super excited. It's gonna be 2 weeks, and the winner of the challenge gets to win a Ninja air fryer. And it's 2 weeks of just eating properly, working out with a mad ass good community of people that are just vibing. And I'm super excited. And we start on the 13th. So yeah, the link is in my bio on Instagram, which is Abimbola Craig. So y'all should go check it out. Sign up. There's a discount going on right now. And if you go on that website, you can pay in whatever currency. So it's pretty affordable, to be honest with you. I wanted to say cheap, but we not cheap, but it's pretty affordable. So yeah, if you're looking for a kickstarter on this lifestyle journey, I didn't say weight loss. You see, I'm very intentional on this lifestyle journey. Then you should get on the website, and yeah, we'll take it from there. But how's everybody doing? What else do you guys want to talk about? I really don't have gists. My life has been it's been calm. Listen, on that plan, there's swallow. You eat yam. You eat jollof rice. Trust me, if you're a Nigerian or African, or you not even Nigerian or African, listen, that plan is for you. There's a meal for everybody inside the plan. You get to eat rice, you get to eat whatever you want pretty much, just in moderation, which is awesome. So yeah, sign up for it. I don't really have gist. I'm still on dating app. I signed up on one like about almost 2 months now. It's interesting, for lack of a better word. Has anybody ever been on a dating app before, especially in Nigeria? It's my first time ever. And I remember when I signed up for it, a bunch of my friends were like, "Oh my God, Bimbo, I want to advise you to, what if they know it's you?" First of all, I didn't even link anything to anything. It just has my name on my pictures. So if you have no clue who the hell I am, you have no clue. But I think for me, what was very interesting was the fact that a lot of people assume because somebody has quite a following, they shouldn't be on this, or they shouldn't be on any dating app. And that kind of threw me off, because when I sat and I thought about it, I'm like, hello, please. That somebody has a following doesn't mean they're not regular people, right? And so we're being so caught up with work and not having time. My question to myself is, where do I get to meet people? And I'm tired. I'm bored of my industry. When I mean bored, I mean I would not date anybody in my industry, but I just mean I'm just bored of even having conversations about my industry. And so it's like, okay, what do? I hang out with my friends, but most of my friends are married, they're busy. Everybody's just busy. So sometimes you just want to meet people or someone that doesn't know you, doesn't work in your circle, and just have bands. So what we gonna do about it? You join a dating app. Cause I'm sitting out here thinking about it, and I'm like, all them other people in the abroad, I'm sure they do dating apps. I mean, how do you have all these billionaire matchmakers? It's the same thing as far as I'm concerned. So it's like, you either meet people physically, you meet people at events, or you get on a dating app. And it's 2020, man. So I think dating apps are safe as long as you can verify who the person is before you lot get into any form of entanglement. But for just banter, good conversation, getting to know someone, and just vibes, I think it's worth it. I put a lot of my friends on it. Pisola's on it. I put Demise on it. Listen, I put a bunch of my friends. We on it, just for, like I said, just conversation. If it leads to anything, then hey, kudos to you. If it doesn't, bro, life, you move on to the next. Not interested, move on to the next person. There's just a few things that I'm noticing that's quite interesting about it, which I already kind of knew about Ninja, guys, but it's a bit of an eye opener, how the dynamics of something can go from like 0 to 100 real quick. But yeah, I've only given one person my number, and that's pretty much it. It's just banter. Sometimes it's banter that you have the banter today, you don't have it again till another 1 week. Sometimes the back-to-back banter, but there's really nothing in the banter. I don't know, has anybody done or been on dating apps before? I'm just, yeah. But like I said, I live alone, so for me it's just when I'm about to go to bed, or I'm stressed from either watching too much edits or reading too much scripts. It's just one of those. That's it. So, yeah. Okay, Claudia, you did. Okay. How was it? First of all, where are you located? That kind of makes a difference. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. So, but where are you? Out of curiosity, where do you stay? What's your area code? Mine is +234. Okay, in the UK. Okay. Who else? Are you trying to tell me this entire 37 people, only one person has been on a dating app? And the funny part is, I know that there are more people in the diaspora who go on dating apps and use dating apps than there are people in Nigeria. I don't know why Nigerians think it's like a stigma. Bimbo, woke up. No sunset, check it. Boom, you're here. Hi, Abby Mama. I owe you a reply, don't I? I'm coming. Letitia, hi. Oh, that's a pretty name. Where are you from? Are you South African? Eh? Are you South African? You South African. Guys, please, I have hair. Just in case somebody thinks I'm bald. I got hair. And acne. But hair. And shiny. I'm testing out this soft box that I got from Tito. She's a YouTuber as well. She actually borrowed it to me. Someone sent it to her. She hasn't used it yet. I just said, "Bimbo, test it out." And so I'm excited because I'm testing it out. And I think I love it. I think a lot of people don't like dating apps because people catfish a lot. I agree. So there's a video where a friend of mine, I think it was last year, a friend of mine signed me up on this video live on Tinder. And that was about last year. And I was only on it for 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, I was like, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. So I shut that down. Now, this dating app I'm on, it's not Tinder. And I think there's a form of verification mode, which kind of makes it seem better. I mean, the pool is also better in terms of the fact that, you know, you have entrepreneurs on it. You have people who work. I mean, you have the occasional people that, you know, that are taking pictures in front of a car that is not their car. These things do happen, you know, you get me? But I think like any dating app, you know, there's always the constant fear of being catfished anyways. So you just never know. But you know what I say? Don't worry about it. Like, see, life is only one. So don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. We'll all be okay. However, it was not good for me. Many guys wanted sex, one first date. I made few friendships. Oh my God, what is happening? Yeah, from Cameroon. Oh, I bet you'll soon, since you haven't still replied, want to know what you were trying to tell me last night. Okay, I'll let you know. I will reply you, Abby. I'm just stalling. You know me. Abby, you know me now. Yeah, many guys wanted sex on the first date, and I made few friendships, which has led to nowhere, so I had to cancel. Okay, so I think when it comes to dating apps as well, I always tell people to just be very intentional about what they want, right? And I know it's always easier said than done, because at the end of the day, you only have control over your side of things. You have no control over the other person on the other side, which I get. I haven't physically met, actually, no, I've met one person. I met one person, just one person. And after that one time we met, and that was it. And then we're talking occasionally. And then I just noticed that every time he'll just talk about how he's so busy with work. And then one day he called me and I was busy with work. And then I think I called him back. And then he was flustered with just a lot of work. And it's just like, my life is just shit right now. You know, I just have a lot going on. And I'm thinking, how did we go from, hello, how are you, to I have a lot going on? And so the minute he said that, I'm like, listen, mate, you have a lot going on. Try being me. I got shit going on too. So I was like, you know what? I don't even have time. After that day, I just deleted his number. I ain't calling no more. Text, nothing. Just so that I don't have the energy. So I've only met one person off that app, and I've been on it almost going on 2 months now. Since then, I haven't given anybody else my number, to be honest with you. And I haven't, whatchamacallit? I haven't tried to meet up with anybody, partly because I'm busy. But I can understand how going on a first date after you meet someone on an app, they'll be asking for sex. There are a lot of crazy people on dating apps. I won't even lie to you. Like, from some people's, like, so this, you know, in that section where they say, tell me a little bit about yourself. And you can be hearing what they be writing. Listen, not that you can read it, you can hear it. I'm just a guy. I'll be the best date you've ever had. If you're here for just hook up, swipe left. They are the hook up people. They are telling you to swipe left. It's them that are the hook up people. They are the liars. So for me, there are lots I used to filter. And this one also has what university you went to. For some people, it's not a big deal, but listen, I would like to talk to someone that has a level of exposure. I said what I said. I said what I said. So So for me, it's very important that I'm talking to someone that has a level of exposure, because then I'm gonna say some things and you're not gonna be, blindsided by what I'm saying. You understand me? I'm not gonna say beget and you're confused. You understand me? It sounds small, yeah, but listen, deep it. It's important. Maybe not to you, for to me, those things matter. So I could tell from the person's, pictures and just what school they went to and all that good stuff, the kind of level of exposure that they have. I'm not talking about them people that just go to Dubai or just go to and then just take picture. No, you can tell. Anyways. So yeah, those are the kind of things I look out for. So I would say even on a dating app, be selective, because people make it seem as if those people that are on dating apps are the most desperate people. I actually disagree. I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate. I would just like to have a conversation with somebody I don't know. I keep telling people that because sometimes listen, I'm very introverted. Very. I spend a lot of time by myself. As much as I might know quite an amount of people, I spend a lot of time by myself. And then when I'm around people that I know, I don't want to be the center of attention. And so for me, it's always quite refreshing when I'm talking to someone that has no clue who the hell I am, don't know where I'm working at, don't know what I do for a living, or just having good bands. There are two people that started off as that, and then after like maybe 3 weeks of talking and good conversation, eventually they're like, oh, by the way, what's your last name? Hey, when they're always asking me what's your last name, that's when I start to stall. Listen, you need to read the chats. You laugh because sometimes I go and read the chats just to kiki myself, just to make myself feel silly. I start to stall, and my stalling is not because I'm shy of what I do, because contrary to what a lot of people think, a lot of people think I'm an actress. That's Listen, if you're talking about having a job and then a side job, acting is my side job. You understand me? So there's so much that I do even before acting. But it's just, how do you tell people that? Because some people, if you say, oh, I do this, it's not like you're a jack of all trade. I'm not ashamed. I know the trade that I'm in, but it's just like a lot. Sometimes it can be a mouthful. And then if you Google my name on, Google, it's just a lot pops up, right? So it can be overwhelming as well. And I never knew that until last month when I Googled my name, because my sister called me and she was like, even in America, yeah, your name pops up like either second name, depending on what is typed first. I'm like, oh, wow, interesting. So anyways, eventually one of the dudes was like, oh, what's your last name? And I'm like, oh, I didn't tell him my last name. That's the funny part. We were talking about a movie and he kept on asking me for my last name and I kept on stalling. So we're talking about movies and Netflix, and he was like, oh yeah, he's not really into African movies and Nigerian movies and stuff. And I'm like, wow, I'm telling you that, I'm in this industry and you're not interested. Go and watch something. So he's like, okay, tell me one thing you've worked on. And I was like, oh, have you seen Sugar Rush? And then he was quiet for a second and he comes back and I was like, oh my God, I knew you were familiar. So a lot of them usually start with that kind of, your face seems familiar. And my response, listen, even if I meet you on the road, fam, listen, if you walk up to me and you go, your face looks familiar or seems familiar, my next form of response to you is, I get that a lot. I'm not going to tell you, oh yeah, man, I'm the one. Oh yeah, man, it is I. No, my G, incognito is my motto. I do not like attention. So every time that happens, I usually just go, oh, yeah, I get that a lot. So the first time he ever said hi, I did the same thing. So he was like, your face looks familiar. I'm like, yeah, I get that a lot. And we just continue with bands. So that day, I said, you can watch Sugar Rush and you should let me know what he thinks, that I worked on it. And I said, what do you mean worked on it? I was like, oh, I co-produced it. I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, I was just feeling, go and watch my work. Next thing, he just comes back, wow, you're the girl from, oh my God. My sister is a, my this is a fan, my this is a fan. In my office, they're always watching. Before you know, I'm just like, and so I'm just like waiting for the shoe to drop, because after that, it just goes, there always like two types of people, right? There are those that just fangirl, and then there are those that just go, oh, you're quite popular. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, 100 and something thousand followers. Wow, you're out there. This life is not easy, oh. Listen. It's not, this is me that I'm now 1 million. You can only see my eyes. How can you only see my eyes? You guys can't see my face. This is me that I'm not 1 million, no. You say I'm out there. So when you say, so there are always those two types of people. But anyway, this gentleman just went on and on and on and on. And I was like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. And he was like, "Ah, why now?" He Googled me. I'm like, I told you to watch a movie that I co-produced. I had no shame in it. You didn't have to go and Google me, because once you Google me, you pretty much have everything about me right in front of you. And he's like, oh, yeah. Ah, so you do this. Also, you do that. And I'm like, and so I'm quiet. And he's like, why are you quiet? I'm like, because you just, and he's like, ah, what now? I should say it. I'm like, you kind of messed up the playing field, because now the playing field is not equal. You get me? Because it's been 3 weeks. We've just been having good bands. But in that 3 weeks, nobody has necessarily given too much, right? Because it's just conversation. You know, you say something, it leads to something. You ask one or two questions, but nothing too heavy, and it's good conversation. I'm quite a banter. I don't mind good banters. I have vibes. That's the truth. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna put it out there. I have vibes. You know, I can engage in a good conversation, and I love to conversate with really good, smart people. You really can't see my face. Listen, I can see my entire face. You guys can't see my face. Oh, wait, hold on. Does this help? Sorry, guys. I didn't even know. But the problem is, if I close the chat, I can't see what you lots are typing. How do we meet halfway to? Hey, how do we meet halfway? Some people can see me now. Okay, it's better now. Okay, that's good. I think because I tilted it up a bit. Okay, hold on. Oh, bloody hell. Is it better now? Is it better now? People say they can see. Y'all stressing me out. So, yeah. So, anyways, so I'm like, you didn't, the playing field is no longer equal, but I'm open to having conversation. But subsequently afterwards, every time he will come with a hi, he's like, all this snare remarks, and I don't know how to explain it, but listen, the few Ninja guys that have approached me, they usually do that. They're just like, Miss Famous or celeb. And that rubs me off the wrong way, because listen, I'm not coming at you as a celebrity. Forget that. You understand me? So when you start giving me all that unnecessary nickname, and you start going, you all these popular friends. So do you know this person? It just literally just goes, dun, 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 dun. So eventually, I couldn't be my typical chatty self, because you just got too carried away. And then there's the other spectrum, which are the ones that will come with the whole, oh wow, you're quite out there. And I'm like, no, I'm not out there. Like, a lot of people. That doesn't mean I hang around with a lot of people. And so it's like, oh, okay. And then they're quiet for a bit. And then the next day, maybe they say hi. And you're like, oh, hey, what's up? They're like, oh, good. I see you posted on your Instagram. My G. I don't even know what your IG is. Why you on my IG already? And so, yeah. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. And this is me choosing to be very intentional this year in terms of trying to make a conscious effort to date after COVID or during COVID. And the reason why is because, listen, like I said before, contrary to what a lot of people don't know about me, I'm very introverted. And I kind of knew that. But when you're on a schedule, and even though everything feels or seems monotonous, you don't notice it because you're on a schedule, right? So it's wake up in the morning, it's go to the gym, it's go to the office, it's come back home. If it's the weekend, it's pretty much the same cycle, but just make time for one or two friends or slide in whoever's birthday it is. Then COVID hits, and then I realized that all I did was constantly work. Like, listen, I didn't even think I worked that much until when I spoke to Dima, and Dima was like, that's what happens when you do something monotonously. Because it's so monotonous, you just start to not even see the value in it. It just seems normal to you. I didn't realize I worked a lot. And so COVID hit, and work had to slow down because COVID hit, right? And so it hits, and I'm just like this. And then I'm not doing anything. And I leave by myself. And then my family's in America, and I'm just like this. And I'm terrible at calling. So I'm not calling anybody. Nobody's calling me, which on a normal good day wouldn't have been bad because I was always on the go. I always had something to do. I was always driving somewhere, going somewhere, having a meeting. So now imagine when there's nothing. The void was loud. And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I need to date. Because if I had a man, you understand me? I won't be that bored. And so I'm like, you know what? I thought I was intentional about dating. I realized I was a joker. I was joking. And so I sit down and I think about it. And I'm like, okay, how can I be seriously intentional about dating? And like I said, I'm not interested in dating anybody that I know. When I mean that I know, I mean like that is a friend. Listen, I just can't. You know how you know people and they just think they know you, but they don't really know you. It's just work. So I was like, okay, you know what? And then my friend called me up and she's like, listen, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, oh, wow, girl, where? Where you meet him? I was like, girl, dating app. I'm like, what? And then I think about it. I'm like, if this girl can go on a dating app, listen, the world will not end. So I'm like, you know what? Sign me up. And then we signed me up. And it's been almost 2 months. And it's just been okay. You know, I have zero to no expectations, but at least I'm open. But I'll tell you what I do. Listen, because the first time I signed up for it, I didn't pay for premium. And so I would sit down and I would swipe left in 5 minutes. I would have gone through. Yes, it's called Bumble. I will swipe left in 40 minutes. With 40 minutes. In like 20 minutes. And then I'm done with everybody in my area in that first 20 minutes. And now tell me, look at you. And so I was like, no, I can't keep doing this, man. So I called my friend and I was like, listen, there's nobody in my area anymore. And she's like, Bimbo, you're terrible. Why are you so picky? And I'm like, boy, isn't that the beauty of this app? To be able to pick? So she's like, no, okay, well, you know what, yeah. You can pay for premium, which kind of gives you an advantage. So you can tell the people that have already swiped on you. And then it's just easier. Now, what I do like about this is it's a bit cheeky. Because as the lady, you have to make the first move. Which in a society like ours, there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of us are not used to it. Now, the question is, you just always have to be... I try to be very original in my making the first move, right? Because of that, I'm sure a lot of girls just start with, hi, hey. I don't say hi or hey. Like, I'll go to your profile. If you've written something that say, oh my God, I'm a creature of habits. There's one that put, I'm a creature of habits. I love to explore. Traveling is my nature. Been to 50 countries and counting. Oh, Shay, look at you. Indiana Jones. So guess how I said my hi? I said, hello, world traveler. You see what I did there? Oh my God. Hold on, I need to go off camera. Let me come back in. Did you see that? Did you see that? Listen. When I tell you guys that I have banter, I'm not playing. Do you see what I did there? Did you see that? Indiana Jones, world traveler. Hello, world traveler. My G chuckled. He goes, hi. Why would you call me that? I was like, you said you like to travel a lot. That's quite adventurous. How many countries have you been to? And I goes, oh, 50. I've been to so. And I start to brag about where you don't go. Bragaboza. We see they say hi every once in a while. But yeah. But you see what I did there? See? I was supposed to just hi. So you see, with this, I've realized that it actually makes me feel a bit cheeky, like I said before, because for those that don't know, I'm quite a goofball. I'm not, I can be very unserious. Listen, especially when it comes to time for banter, I'm just like a vibe. So that's what I like about this thing. You said you've been to 50 countries, or yes, you have job. I didn't ask whether the job is that it's an entrepreneur, because everybody's an entrepreneur. Because listen, if you have 9 to 5 like me, I don't know how you're going to make it to 50 countries, but anything is possible. So yeah, it's been interesting so far. It's definitely something different. If I'm bored, it's definitely an app that I do open after Candy Crush. By the way, Candy Crush has taken all my iTunes and Apple money, but it's okay. But yeah, so That's the story about this dating app. I said I'm gonna do a proper video about it, but there's no need anymore because I've done it live with my G's. No, he's jobless. He can't be jobless now. How is he surviving? How is he paying for it? Listen, it's not that he lives in America. Oh. If he lives in America now, I can believe that he's jobless. Jekwe is living on credit card. You live in Nigeria, he's not jobless. There's no way that he can travel to all the places he's been to, and their pictures legit to just back it up. So I don't think he's jobless. He most likely works for himself, to be honest with you. He's an entrepreneur. Yeah, that's it, hobby. He's an entrepreneur. That's what he do. So yeah, it's been, like I said, it's for me, it's been the highlight of this entire quarantine period. I mean, I'm back at work, not full time, just we're shooting. And we just finished shooting season 4 of Real Talk. I'm super excited about it. And yeah, so when I'm not working and I'm just stressed out, he's jobless and spending old money. I'm done with you guys. So judgmental. Come on, ladies, behave yourself. How do you know he's jobless? How do you know? You don't know. What are you talking about? Is it that guy the entire places? I'm done. He's probably went for work and cut the sides. He probably did. Listen, I have a friend who before COVID, yeah, like every other week, she was in a different country for work. She's literally only there for 3 days. But best believe that my friend in that 3 days would city hike. She will hike, she will go on tour, she will make the most of it. So it's probably one of those. Can I just say that I love, oh my Lord, okay. I love this season of Real Talk. Tomika is a great host. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love this season too. I decided to push the envelope a bit. You know how sometimes you try, your fear holds you back from talking about things that you want to talk about. And for me, I don't like to put pressure on people to talk about the things that I want to talk about. But I've been blessed enough and fortunate enough to be able to get really good guests for this season who are willing to talk and be honest about the things that I want to talk about. And so it's just brought me a lot of joy. So I'm super excited about this season, to be honest with you. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's how I feel about this season of Real Talk, actually. So yeah, shout out to my guests, and yeah, shout out to Tomika as well. Tips on moving back to Lagos. Girl, I ain't got no tips. Let me tell you why. I moved back to Lagos in 2007. When I moved back, I literally just finished uni. My dad had just been diagnosed. My parents were in America. I came back for law school. From law school, I said I was going to do NYSC, and yeah, for me, I'm a special breed. I'm one of those people that if you throw me into the ocean, listen, even if I can't swim, I'm afloat. I said it. Honestly speaking, that's who I am. So regardless of whatever it was, I would always thrive in wherever you throw me in. Unlike my siblings who cannot survive in this life, they like going bold life. But yeah, so I definitely knew that whatever was thrown at me, I was going to survive. And like I said, 2007, I'm moving back now. Times are different. I would say now moving back is a bit easier, simply because there's more of a cushion. The economy is opened up more. Technology is way better, so internet is more accessible here. Lagos has just opened up. There's more developments. The apartments and houses and opportunities are different. I would say moving back now is not as bad. I mean, the country is still, struggling. In one day, they increased electric bill and the price of fuel. One day, with no announcement whatsoever. Everything just gone up. Lagos is mad. But I would say Lagos or Nigeria is one of those places where if you want to move back, just do it. Literally just do it. But just make sure you have a fallback plan. I have a lot of friends who have moved back, and thankfully they're lucky that they have dual citizenship. So every once in a while, I have one that just called me this morning. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I'm back in Yankee. I'm like, look at this life. Look, all I need is Pali. Give me Pali. Listen, deep in, deep out. Salt water today, rose water tomorrow. That's me. I'm just gonna be bas bossing. So I would definitely say that you just need to be mentally ready. It would be nice if you have a cushion, something to fall back on, so that, you know, in case this isn't what you want, you can definitely go back to wherever it is you're coming from. But also, if you have no fallback plan, then just be ready to grind, because Lagos is a hustle. Listen, there's nobody that will come here and anything is handed to you on a platter. Even if your father is $10, you see copy, she's working her ass off. So nothing is given to you. So as long as you're ready to grind and your mentality is hardcore, then you will thrive. To be honest with you, it might take some time, but you will thrive. You will thrive. So yeah. Bali is passport. Just join since. Anyways, I'm going to start from the beginning of the video. Oh, thank you, Joyce. Come, let me give you quality. Okay. I love this season too. It's pretty amazing. We would like to see more ordinary people in it though. Can I be honest with you about why it's gonna be hard? They're ordinary people. First of all, when you say ordinary people, I'm a bit confused. Last episode was on sickle cell, and Faris by Sisi Okpa, even though she's a YouTuber, she's an ordinary person. Emma Bong is an ordinary person. Adeolu Adefaris is an ordinary person. But the honest truth is, you need to understand that when people are doing things, and when I mean doing things, I mean when you're shooting something, even if you're not shooting it to make money, you're shooting it to get views. And I won't lie, the internet right now, if you're having conversations as honest as that, nobody's going to listen if they're just ordinary people on there. I'm sorry. That's the honest truth. I can tell you that. It's like saying that when you're shooting a movie, when comments are like, oh, why do you always put so many people inside? I agree. They don't need to put so many people. All you need is one really good actor. But then you also need a balance of one really good actor who's also popular. Because popularity does sell. And even if it doesn't sell, it does get views. So if I did a show where I put all new faces, listen, you won't watch it. And that's the honest truth. Even if it was mad ass content, you will eventually get there, but after you've gone through every other content, you'll now be like, oh my God, okay, finally I'm bored now. Let me see what this show is about. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. And so that's what you have to do as a producer. You need to find ways to balance the table. It's very important. Even when you want to watch movies on Netflix now, there's certain things that if you don't see certain people that you don't know, you're like, dead movie, Jerry. So except you're bare bored. You're bored to the core. And you're like, oh my God. Most of you watch Korean movie. Why? Because eventually people start talking about it. It now became popular. And then there's this one or two guys that you see them that they have 5 million followers on Instagram. And you're just like, okay, that's why. If this boy is not inside this Korean movie, I'm not watching it. But what do you really know about it? Yeah, it's the same reason. So my darling, we have to balance it out. But like I said, they're still regular people. So yeah, if I see someone I recognize, I'm more likely to watch it. Like I knew Tomika's face from Castle and Castle. Yeah. I gotta go to class. Have a good one. Which, yo people, this song that you want us to sing, I wish, you know what, yeah, I wish YouTube will get to that point where I'm able to bring on people. I think it would be such a vibe because like I said, as I'm getting older, listen, I'm getting tired of hearing my own voice. And I hear my voice a lot because, like I said, I live by myself. I talk to myself. So it'd be nice to hear other people's voices. So I'm thinking they've come up with something. I've seen 2 different things recently that they said sign up for. There's one that is kind of like, it's not an OnlyFans page, to be honest with you. But I don't know. See, people have just been informing me of a lot of things. And then they keep sending creators like new things that they're on right now. I just haven't had time to sit down. I'm going to figure it out. And then we're going to do it. No, I didn't say I'm going. Someone said they were going. I didn't say I'm going. Not yet. Not yet. I'm still here for a bit. So what do you guys want us to talk about? Please don't forget. I'm going to put it on my Instagram. When I do, and I'll put it on here as well. I want to shoot the video this weekend. So it would be nice if you guys let me know. It's going to be called Rumor Has It. And what it simply means is you just tell me what rumor you've heard about yourself. And I would react to it. And then you can also tell me what rumor you've heard about me. And I'll react to it. And I'm sure some people will form rumors, so I'm super excited to see what you come up with. But please don't be boring. Like, don't do the whole, I heard you got married to Ayala. I heard you once liked him. I heard you once dated somebody in the industry. Come on, be original. We're over that. You know, none of this is true. So give me like good rumor that is sweet. That, when I see it, it shocked me. You understand me? That's the kind of rumor I want. Don't lie, oh. I was listening to someone, can't remember who said that they swipe left when the dog is kissing the person or the dog is in their bed. Yeah, I won't lie to you. Well, it's Nigerian guys here. Although some people on this same Bumble as well. So most of the guys I've been talking to, funny enough, very few of them are in Nigeria. A lot of them are like on travel mode. They international, they foreign. So, anyways, but yeah, if you have a dog in your town, listen, any animal, if it's alligator, if it's a parrot, if it's a gecko, I don't do animals. Period. Even friendly spider, I don't do animals. So I most likely will swipe left. I just won't swipe at all. So yeah, don't try me. Don't have a pet. Me and you, we can't survive pets. The only pet you will have is your Bible. That's your pet. You're going to pet it from morning to night. You will learn it. But any other thing, I'm not doing. Don't do it. Don't bring me pets. No petting. No, you can't even pet me. I can't even be your pet. So don't do it. I don't like animals. I just don't. When I go running, there's this particular house that when I get to, I walk. Because they have two dogs that just like to woof woof. Very noisy. Have you met any Christian guys? I mean, all the people that have swiped right on it says their religion Christian. If any of them have come out to act like Brighto and very pastoral, no. No, they haven't. But yeah, Christians, yes. I mean, I would only swipe right if your religion is Christian, to be honest with you. So someone has already come with rumor already. I told my dad I was gonna. Okay, I was getting a dog. He said he's never coming to visit me. I was kidding. He's terrified. I'm not even terrified of them. I just don't like them. I'm sorry. I don't do all that. You know, dog is a man's best friend. Wait, have you seen me? Have you seen my blood? I'm an African man. You understand me? I have African blood running through my veins. I'm an African giant. I don't do animals. I don't do pets. You know, dog, man's best friend. Stop it. It's all lies. Yeah. So, I don't do it. Cats, dogs, mice, lizards, like I said, geckos, alligators. Don't bring it to me. I'm not a hunter to have dogs as a best friend. I just don't even want it. So yeah, but you rarely see guys posting pictures with animals. At least on the app, I haven't seen any Nigerian guy. Although some of them are just weird. I think guys are there's some guys that are just really terrible. They're not photogenic at all. They're not. Well, another thing is you can keep changing your age barrier, which I find hilarious as hell. Because one thing I've noticed is if I'm bored, and sometimes you just want bare conversation. I'm not trying to give anybody my number. Just try and wash me. I want someone to just wash me. Tell me every day that I look cute. You just shift it a bit. Listen, the guys that are in their 20s, and when I mean 20s, the most I shifted to is 28. Just for bands. The guys that are in their 20s, late 20s, and even into their early 30s. I'm 33, right? But the guys between 28 to 31 are way more intentional. They're very direct. Like, they're very hands-on. Like, you know, hey, morning, beautiful. Charlie, where? You know? As opposed to the older ones, like, oh, hey, morning. What's wrong with you? Can't you be a bit friendly? Why can't you just kiss my finger? Yeah, not my hand, my finger. So yeah, the younger ones tend to be they're more expressive, they're more direct, they're very hands-on. You know, they're very like, listen, they're in your face. What are you doing? I've asked you twice already. When are we going on dates? I want to feed you. You want to feed me? Listen, I'm getting my life on this dating app. If anybody had told me I would, I'd have been like, nah, G. I've been coming across all sorts of people. There's one particular one that still disturbed me today for dates. I've not given him my number, but at least he has moved up from the dating app to my Instagram. So now he slides in my DM. Slides in my DM. He told me he wanted to go last week Sunday. I told him I was busy. He's like, yeah, this weekend he just needs to get out of Lagos for a bit, but he'll be back next week. So next week we're gonna make it happen. I'm like, okay. By next week will be 4 weeks since we've been talking. Maybe I will say, okay, feed me. I'm doubting it because coronavirus is still out there, but they're just very direct. They just, the other guys, we are option one pony, meaning that probably the option is plenty, so they are confused. Their conversation is always, they'll be hot today, tomorrow cold, next tomorrow, next tomorrow cold. But the younger guys, oh, constant, who are consistent, you know. Well, just when you're not even in the mood to talk at all, just send you a message. And me, I have no notifications on my phone, none, for nothing, because I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm too in now. Notifications will just drive me crazy. I don't know how you guys do it. Or your phone will buzz, your phone will vibrate. Listen, nothing. So if I don't open that app, I probably miss like an entire day. If I'm too busy, sometimes I go days without opening the app. But they're always there, you know. Oh, hey, been trying to reach you. Reply me. There's one that constantly sends me voice notes. The first day I sent him voice notes, he was destabilized. Listen, the uncle was shook. He said, sorry, please, I played this thing 5 times, your voice. Guess your girl's reply. Oh, God. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Boss brain. Boss brain. Listen, bare banter. I didn't realize how much I needed it. It was so therapeutic. Because during that beginning of COVID time, I was almost getting depressed. Listen, my dude will be sending me voice note back to back. Meanwhile, I always deprive him. I only send him voice note maybe once a week. Just you know, sweetie, happy night. Oh, by the way, if you know me, then you know I'm born again. And that has nothing to do with anything, but it has a lot to do with something. So I'm just trying to say I do not engage or indulge or condone any kind of dead-ass conversation. You know how there's some guys that maybe you say one thing, and the minute I say one thing and you make it sexual, guess who's deleting you? Me. Like, those kind of things irk me out. So, yeah. When I'm saying, you know, conversation or voice notes, it's never anything like that. It's just pure banter. You know, that kind of, sometimes you get, I hate typing. And that's to tell you me. So for me to still be on this dating app, it tells you that it's banter. So anyways, I'll send one voice note that day. The guy was weak. He said, oh my God, your voice. Oh my God, can you tell me more about yourself? And as I typed in, he said, no, say it. Say yes. I said, they pay for this voice. This vocal cord is insured. Listen, pure trips, so someone that you've never met before. It's just all banter sometimes, but hey, eventually maybe it will lead to something serious. But right now, I'm not even putting myself under pressure. It's just good to have a good conversation. But you go end up with a younger guy. I feel a lot of older guys are bossy. No, I won't end up with a younger guy. I don't think I would, to be honest with you. But whatever it is, I definitely know God is going to make sure I end up with someone who's my equal. And for me, that's very important. Listen to you guys. I don't like it when you guys try to make me go deep. I don't like it. Stop it. Stop it. My edges, my brows. Stop. So yeah, for me, that's all I ask God for, and I know He's gonna do it. You know, that I end up with someone who's my equal, and that's very important for me. So I guess the older I get, the more I realize the equality I'm talking about has nothing to do with age. It's in the mindset. So it's here and it's here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. We're not trying to go too deep. But yeah, that's that. I think I don't like, listen guys, the older I'm getting, the way I keep saying this older, you think, oh my God. But listen, I had so many aha moments during COVID that I feel like I'll be doing you lots of disservice if I don't share it. Don't buy into all these narratives. Listen, all this, yeah, I agree, older guys are bossy. Not all of them. So you can say some older guys, but don't buy into these narratives. The reason why I say that is because you don't know how you mentally block yourself from a lot of things. So for example, you can be approached by probably an older guy right now, but because you have that mindset that narrative, you've bought into it. It's hard for you to see beyond it. So the minute he says something to you, it already sounds like as if, no, he's being so authoritative. Meanwhile, my guy just they tell you, sit down, let me get you a drink. You don't already think like, say, what if I don't want to sit? What if I want to stand? My G, I'm telling you to sit down freely while I service you. You see, now the same thing with the talk. But you see the way you have received it. So I don't buy into all those narratives. If they say other guys are bossy, I'm like, because there's lots of narratives. Today, for example, I was reading one of these memes, and it said there that I'm that black girl who is who the minute I speak my truth and I let the world know that I'm self-aware, I am bossy and aggressive. And it's the truth. Listen, there are a lot of people that don't like me. They don't know me. But the minute they hear I talk, you sound too arrogant. You sound too... So my point is there's so many narratives. And if you keep buying into all of it, you just realize that at every point in time when you're faced with this same kind of thing, you always go with the narrative that you've heard of over time, as opposed to you figuring things out on your own, as opposed to you probably meeting an older guy and eventually giving him time and space, making room, and then you find out that actually he's now bossy, so he can be that one denominator in the entire thing. So yeah, I don't buy into all the narratives. I'm older, much older than all y'all, and the Nigerian Igbo guy who's sniffing around my door is bossy. You see, you can say that. You can say that. You can say that. Because you said the one, so you're specific. It's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that if we're trying to put a head count. I mean, I don't have the facts, so that's why I don't speak on it. And we don't have the facts. There's no statistics that say, you know, older guys, at least 85% of older guys. So I'm trying to just say that let's not do that to ourselves. You can say, oh, the few older guys I've come in contact with are quite bossy. Possible. Because I can say the opposite. The few older guys I've come in contact with are quite childish. But then I'm a boss. So who you trying to boss? You get me? Oh my God, stop it. Move your body like a snake. I need to stop. I forget this is YouTube live and I think it's Instagram. Instagram I act a fool. But yeah, I totally get you guys, so I can relate. So I hear it. Also, what is considered older? What is the range exactly? For me, being in my 30s, I give myself a range of 10 years. Whoops. If beyond 10, we just may not have as much in common, but it just depends. I totally agree. I think it depends as well. That's what they say. It's not always true. Okay. Oshie, but yeah, I think, I don't know. Like, so for example, I tried not to follow the narrative as well of, you know, Marcus Houston recently got married, right? And he's 39. And the girl he got married to is, how old is she? 19. And apparently he's been dating her since she was 16, or he's known her since she was 16. And the internet went crazy for a second. I mean, they didn't go too crazy, but they did go a bit crazy. And I just thought, you know, the double standards was ridiculous. I remember when Timothy was dating his girlfriend, and they came for Timothy about how she's old and she's young and he's older. But then I'm like, Gabrielle Union out here marrying a nigga that she's 10 years older than or 8 years older than. Demi Moore married somebody that she was how many years older than? Like, what's the double standards? If you guys can say cool girls can do it, why can't guys? Isn't the plan for a guy to marry a girl that is younger than him anyways? Because remember, this same narrative says it is, right? So I'm like, but they're like, oh yeah, but what would they have in common? I mean, these are thinking, breeding people. If they've been dating for a minute before they got married, they definitely have a few things in common that we don't know about. So I'm like, give room, you know, give room. You just never know. No, I'm not going to live on Instagram today. Boss that's bossing the boss. That can only be you. Listen, I was joking about being bossy. I'm not bossy. It's the same thing I was saying. That same narrative was saying that I'm an African woman who is this, is that, then they call me a bully. I'm not bossy. I'm very assertive. I'm definitely, and that's because I'm self-aware. I'm very assertive. I know what I want. And when I talk, I only talk and I speak facts. If I don't know anything about it, I'm not talking about it. That's a period. And for some people, that can be off-putting because a lot of people talk through their anus. They just say things without facts, like Neo. So I just try to be very intentional with what I'm talking about. And that's it. Which rubs some people off the wrong way. Because then it's like, oh, you're coming off as to this, to that. Listen, if you follow the world, you will never be yourself. So I've just decided to just own up to who I am. I think the issue is that the legal age is 18, so be preying on a little child. Yeah, but as at the time in which he was dating her, her parents were in full knowledge of it. And apparently it was all fully supervised. So I guess he didn't do anything per se. You being assertive, that I know for sure. And I love it because I can relate with you. Abby is like my twin CC. Hopefully it works out, Mr. Houston. I hate when people's relationship don't work out. Listen, I won't say I hate when people's relationship don't work out. I mean, it's life, man. Sometimes relationships don't work out, and it is what it is, you know. Nisi Nash got married twice to men, and the third time, right after her divorce, she got married to a woman. Listen, she looked like she's living on cloud 10, you know. For a second, they would have been sad that the relationship didn't work, but she's happy. So I think when things don't work out, it's for a reason. So, good night, my tube. Yo, what's the time? Okay, 9 o'clock, I'm cut off. But yeah, this was fun though. This was definitely very unplanned chit chat. 1 hour. I'm not sure I'm gonna save it. When you tend to stick up for yourself, they term you as rude. Listen, you guys know if you follow me on Instagram, she married men twice and then finally a woman. Yep. Sometimes it won't work out for a reason. Sometimes something better may be out there for you. Exactly. I have been watching files and took it. They work on important topics. Yeah. So shout out to the writers on that. 2 of them are the writers for Skinny Girl in Transit, which is Bumia Jakaye, who's also a director, and Lani Asida. Hence why, it's a wholesome kind of production. Because the people that I work with, they have depth, you understand me? So yeah, I think if anything that we take out of 2020, and even with Chadwick Boseman's death as well, is to the fact that we should not ever limit ourselves, and that's in all ramifications of life. Don't limit yourself, because once you start to limit yourself, you limit your mind. You limit your mind, then you limit your space, and then you are just constrained. So the possibilities are endless. That's what I'm going to say. So, y'all. But yeah, stick up for yourself, because guess what? The world will always adjust. And that's the truth. And I realized that, It went from people saying, oh, remember you're this, you're that, you're that, to those saying, listen, man, I battle you. Me too, I'm like this. There'll be those that will be for you. There'll be those that won't be for you. I mean, I don't care anymore. But listen, if you don't stick up for yourself or stand for yourself, who would? So the world will adjust. I'm not trying to say if you're an outright bitch, you should just go around being rude and mean to people. That's not what I'm trying to say. You have to be self-aware. You need to be able to reflect. If people are complaining about you and it's constant, then you should try and work on yourself. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about generally, if you're out there doing good and just being who you are without hurting anybody, without no intention to hurt nobody, without consciously hurting anybody as well, then the world will adjust. They'll make room for you. The same way you're making room for people, but you need to be making room for people. So, this Tuesday's episode on Real Talk was deep. Yes. Funny enough, we made it so lighthearted, but it was very important that it be informative. For me, it was important. It's very important that people take something out of it, because I feel I'm endeared to sickle cell warriors. I feel like they don't get enough credit. I feel like they don't get enough platform. I feel like our generation, we're so focused on the wedding and never the marriage, that we just tend to lose sight of important things like sickle cell, like making sure you get carried away with this whole thing that you call love, forgetting that it's fleeting, and it's fleeting. That's the word. And so if you do things based off of just love, that is a feeling that can change and that will change, then it's to the detriment of a lot of things, you know? You marry someone because you love the person, knowing fully well that both of you would have kids that will come out into this world to suffer. But yes, you go ahead to do it because what? You're in love. Why do you throw your sense away? You can pick it up. So that it was important to have that conversation to let you know that, listen, there are people that are out here or that are thriving, but listen, it's not easy. It's not easy, man. It's not easy on them. So yeah, it's not easy, especially living in this part of the world with places where, health insurance is zero to nothing, availability to doctors is zero to nothing. The country is hard as it is, and so because it's hard as it is, it takes a toll on every goddamn citizen. And now imagine health officials who are meant to be empathetic, but when you're coming to work and you've been in Ikorodu traffic because Third Mainland Bridge is locked, and you're in traffic for over 2 hours in a bus where only very few people are wearing their mask and people are talking and spitting all up and down, and then you get to your office, you're frustrated already, you're covered in heat, you're sweating, and then somebody comes in that is in pain, but you're so stressed out and so worked up, you don't even have the temperament to just tender mercy. It's a lot. So yeah, there are a lot of people out there surviving and coping with a lot of things. So we should always be grateful for where we are, and in whatever situation or position you find yourself, no matter how big or how small, just know that you can make a difference. And so just try. I was saying the other day on my Instagram live that, I think a lot of us sometimes get so carried away with looking for our purpose that we don't realize that you can also live a purposeful life while trying to find your purpose. And I read something today that one of Chadwick Boseman's friends spoke about, and he just kept on talking about how Chadwick lived a purpose-filled life. And I'm just like, I was saying the same thing, You can be very purposeful and not know what your purpose is. But in the journey of being very purposeful and being very intentional, you can find your purpose. There's a difference, it's a thin line, but there's a difference. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, someone said more health topics if possible. No, not more health topics. I won't lie to you, the beauty of life is that you have to find a balance. And like I said, the conversation or the topic of the show is real talk. So it's not health issues, it's not health talk, it's real talk. So it's going to be a fusion of different conversations. And yeah, we've touched on health, so that's about that for this season. I won't lie to you. You said I got deep there. I'm always deep. Listen, I'm a deep soul. I have depth. Listen, my well is deep. Anyways, I'm getting mad as tired. I still need to work out tomorrow. I feel full because I ate bread, even though I shouldn't, but I needed to. So I did. I really want to talk about Big Brother, but I'm going to try not to. Because for some weird reason, default, my channel is always on Big Brother because I work on my computer. So, but I feel like there needs to be something in the background in case I space out, because I do that sometimes. So when I space out, I just look at it. And these people on here, they piss me off. But yeah, anyways, we'll talk about that later. Most of your followers are also deep. Abby, you said you didn't want to go deep. You can't. No, I can't help it. Listen, I can't help it. Listen, I'm a deeper. I can't help it. It will always come out. Taking everything people say will just make you go crazy. You should have a mind of your own. Know what to discard and what to use. Yep. You can call her deep or wisdom. People getting married should be considerate of their future children. Amen. This isn't as deep. Every episode makes so much sense. Thank you, Claudia. Where do you live? In Africa. Oh, Augustine, thank you. No, you don't want to be like me. You want to be like you. But yeah, thank you guys so much. This was fun. I'm gonna check out because, like I said, I'm getting tired, and I need to turn up the softbox. Woo! Chill. I've been up since 6, bro. Thank you guys so much. This was fun. And shout out to you guys watching all over the world, man. But yeah, thank you guys so much for 40K. I'm so grateful. I was hoping that we could get to 100, but I'll take 50 by the end of the year. I try, guys. I try to be consistent, but y'all know that there's so much I'm doing. There's so much I'm juggling between having a full-time job, creating content for a bunch of other things, and for the full-time job. It leaves very little room for me to be able to create content for here. So I try every once in a while. So like I said, I want to shoot a video called Rumor Has It. So please, I'm going to put out whatever it is and send me the craziest or the worst rumors you've ever heard by yourself and who carried it or who spread it. And then let me know the worst rumors you've ever heard about me. And yeah, I'll just react. Sorry, the best friend was calling. I have to call her back. So yeah, I'll just react to it and then we'll take it from there. I didn't get the bike. I'm meant to be testing one tomorrow. But let's see. The price is calling. It's like there's a dick. But we'll see. So yeah, tomorrow hopefully. For the first time, it's like I'm meeting physically. It's good to meet you. Oh, thank you. It's good to meet you too. 100K before the end of the year. Speak on it. Listen, my God is so big. He can do anything. That's on period. So speak on it. Speak on it. And I'm not going to worry about it. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. So hopefully it's going to do it. Shout out to you, Miami, Florida, man. I look at all of you in the Yonkers. We need to get you a break staycation away from you in a safe, healthy girl. Listen, Toby was in my house yesterday. He came to pick up, that one is a user. Anyways, he came to come and pick up cake and chin chin. And he told me he was going to Abuja today. And I was just like, and I was telling Bisola yesterday, I'm like, listen, if I just get an all expense paid trip to Abuja for like the weekend, fam, to anywhere. Like, I don't know which hotel to reach out to in this Lagos. I just house me, feed me, let me sleep before I start my Lose It Nigeria challenge next week. I will take it. I just want to be anywhere but in my house. I've been in this house since March. I'm exhausted. And guys, I can barely do 3,000 steps in my house, by the way. It's a flat. It's a mini flat. And it's on the ground floor. So it's literally So in a day, if I don't work out, it's a problem because then I don't get my steps in. So for example, today, let me see. Today is what? Today's been a long day. Today I have closed all my rings actually. My move limit is always 600. When I'm on set, it's more. I've done 739. Exercise was meant to be 30 minutes. I've exercised for 76 minutes because I did like a kind of almost 8K walk today. Stand 12 hours, done that already. So 12,000 steps today. It's not too shabby. But listen, if I didn't work out today, if I didn't go to the office today, because I went into the office today, fam, we'd just be crossing like well over like 4,000 max. That's me being intentional about moving. If not, I'm gonna sit down here and I don't have a desk. I have this little thing I got from Jumia, but I don't have a desk or a proper chair. So even sometimes just listen, makeshift. The prayer, like my mom is saying that you will get husband. So when I get husband, I will move into husband house. When I move into husband house, I will now set up my in-house office. So that's the prayer. So if you have any prayer for me right now, be praying that. But my birthday is coming, and I'm gonna put out a list. But boy, husband is not on that list too. Husband is not on that list. It's gadgets. Gadget upon gadget upon gadget is on that list. Listen. Next year. This year I'm gonna push to make sure I shoot some like really amazing stuff. But next year, bro, we gonna be on it. That's on period. By the grace of God. So yeah. I've decided that even if I'm known as the queen of series, then I'm gonna be the baddest queen, producer, director of series in Africa. That's on period. I decided, I don't need to break all the glass ceilings. I mean, if I can, I would. But for now, let me dominate the space I'm in. And God's going to do it. So, watch out, the African giant. That's it, man. Today I put on my Twitter, I said I would do exploits. Listen, if I thought I constantly God, here I am rambling again. But all I'm trying to say is, listen, guys, you need to really believe in yourself. I need to really, excuse my French, I'm about to cuss. You need to really fuck with your chi. Like I'm not joking. I'm the kind of person that constantly downplay myself. But between what happened to Chadwick, reading all about him again, reading what his best friend had to say, I think for me today, I cried. Like it really just hit me that, listen, you need to believe your own hype. I'm not saying believe your own hype when you're empty, because you have to be honest with yourself and you have to be self-aware. If you're empty, you know you're empty. Don't deny it. Just gonna find a way to fill yourself. But if you know you have greatness in you, and I believe we all do, we just need to tap into it. But if you know you have greatness in you and you've gotten a glimpse of it, but you're constantly scared, you don't want to explode because you don't want those around you to just be like, I'm waiting, they do this one. Listen, erupt. Don't explode. Erupt. Listen. Man, by the time I finished crying today, I now prayed. I know when you're praying and you're crying, and like the Holy Spirit is there and it's just telling you, my worry, don't worry, I got you. Listen, next year, I'm going to be vicious. And that's on period. Like with everything, the intentionality is just going to be like on 100. That's on period. Like I'm taking everything. I don't care. I'm not holding back. I'm not trying to quiet myself for people to shine. I'm just doing me. So listen, erupt. Don't wait for anybody. Don't they look for person, they hold your shoulder and tell you, oh yeah, man, listen, you are great, man, you can do it. Because nobody would, and that's the honest truth. Nobody would. So you just have to do you. So I've decided that, listen, in this small space that I am, even though people say it's not small, listen, it's okay. I'm going to conquer the shit out of it. That's on period. So I'm about to erupt. You understand me? Erupt or go home. That's on period. Erupt or go home. So that's where I'm at. So I want all of you, I challenge you to erupt. Erupt! Extra. But if you deep me, you deep me. I'm dead on serious, man. I'm dead on serious. There's so much that our minds can do, and sometimes we just limit ourselves. And it's fear, and it's of the devil, and it's not of Christ. And so I come against it. I don't speak on it. I don't acknowledge it. And I'm ready to just erupt. That's on period. So, yeah, man. We're going to do it. We're going to take risks. We're going to fail. But we're going to get back up. And we're going to keep it pushing. That's it. That's it. Because if not, wait till you gain. You understand me? What's there to lose? Nothing. So, yeah, that's it, man. That's it. I'm not going to be shy anymore. I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to contain myself. If you're coming at me left, if I think I deserve more, I'm asking for it. If you can't give it to me, I'm moving on to the next one. There's something I want to do, and I just feel like, oh, gosh, what is it? Why am I holding myself back? I'm going to let myself go, and I'm going to do it. So erupt, man. Erupt. Erupt, because you're destined for greatness. And you're a child of the Most High. So who's going to stop you? Nobody but yourself. So, yeah, man, that's how I'm feeling right now. So we're going to make it happen one way or the other. We're going to make it happen. So, yeah. Forward ever. Yes, so backwards never. I'm so extra. You lot need to stop guessing me. But yeah, this was fun. I'm going to go now. I'm exhausted, man. I feel like I've spoken so much. It's hard to breathe. Ooh. So that's where I'm at. But thank you guys so much. Like I said, this was fun. That's what I'm saying. I'm erupting. Erupt, Jerry. Try and make a difference. Who should try and make a difference? Me? Listen, I've been making a difference every other day. I live my life so intentional that I'm hoping is inspiring those around me to do the same. So I would like to think, I've been told, but I also like to think that I'm making a difference in my own little way. So yeah, you should too. So yeah. So thank you guys. This was fun. I don't know if I'm going to save it. I don't think I would because it's long. But yes, please don't forget to sign up for the Lose It Nigeria Challenge starting on the 13th. It's in my Instagram bio and it's going to be dope. It's not only just about losing weight because you will. It's just about eating right, finding a balance, developing a healthy lifestyle. And yeah, man, it's about to be fun. So thank you guys so much. Stay blessed, stay safe, be happy, and don't sweat the small stuff. I'm not sweating this acne that I'm just having for the first time. I'm gonna be okay because Jesus got me. Is that same for the other preparing place? I'm not sure. They will not watch it. It will not count. I don't know. Okay, maybe I would. But yeah, thank you guys so much for this. So yeah, this was fun. Like the video, guys. Please help a child of God with this YouTube thing. You know, because sometimes I just be like, what's this person writing? This person is just sitting down, just talking, and the person is already getting, hey, God, what does your daughter have to do? But anyways, I've decided everybody's YouTube journey is different. So thank you guys so much. I'm so content. 40-something thousand. Who am I? So thank you guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon and very soon. Okay? Catch me on Instagram though. Bye. Catch you later.